G'day headbangers and welcome to Dozer's Metalworks. Welcome back my fellow metalheads to another edition of Dozer's Metalworks. Now I didn't really have anything set up for this week because I'm moving next weekend, so I'm too busy packing and doing shit left, right and centre. So yeah, I just thought, well, this will give me a chance to put up episode 2 of Metal Warriors. Now the guy I've got this week is a fellow wrestler. Real name's Jason. He goes by the wrestling name of Unit. He's a big lad. I only met him a couple of years ago, but we've become so close, and everyone says because of what we talk about all the time, not just metal but pop culture things in general, they say he's my brother from another mother. So yep, g'day Jace, buddy, how you doing? So yeah, I'll get Rex to whack it on and take it away. Welcome back to Dozer Metalworks, my friends, to my second episode of Metal Warriors. Now, last time, the first episode, my good friend Jake Gibson was on. Now, actually another wrestler who's been called my brother from another mother, Jason, who's also known in the ring as the Unit. So yeah, gotta love that. And again, I've sent in the questions so he knows how to answer them. Like with Jake, it doesn't matter if he doesn't answer the full question, as long as he answers the percent of it, that's fine. So, you ready to go, buddy?
Yeah, boy.
Alright, mate. So, question number 1 is, who got you into metal and what bands did they get you into to start with?
Well, that's actually a funny one because it was my sister, my older sister Helen, and she was doing a rocket step thing that actually had Back in Black. And so I heard that was the first time I heard it, and I was like, what is this music and why don't I have it? And I went from there, and then in my older life I had a training partner at the gym called Tom, and he was forever listening to Iron Maiden and saying to me, oh, you gotta listen to love this. And that was well from there. Aces High being the first song I ever heard, blew my mind and went from there.
That's funny. I'm going to tell you a story later about Aces High. Alright, so what are your top 10 bands? And it doesn't matter if they're old school or new school.
In no order, obviously Iron Maiden, Overkill, Motorhead, Ozzy Osbourne, I love Ozzy, King Diamond, big fan of King Diamond, Amaranth, same as me.
Amaranth, yeah.
Everyone knows those guys. Bloodywood, just to throw a little bit weird in there.
I got into them recently.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Metallica, just to throw them in there.
Of course.
Nightwish and Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh, actually, you like all those bands that you like, actually. That's pretty good. Question 3. Bands you would see live and bands you would like to see live?
Well, to go with the Unit thing, I'm actually a bodyguard by trade. I was for a long time. And so I've worked at a lot of concerts, not really seen a lot of concerts. I've done Maiden twice, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Kiss. I've done all the big guys. A lot of the bands I've seen have been local guys, Alchemist, Mortal Sin, Great and stuff like that. But for me, to go to a Maiden concert and see them live without having to work, absolutely brilliant. Five Finger Death Punch I'd love to see. They have a great live show. If I could ever get over their Bloodywood, I think that would be amazing as well. Yeah, I've also worked at a lot of them in their films as well.
Okay. Next one is your top 10 albums.
Well, see, I sort of tossed and turned on this one a bit because I have a few, and again, in no order, Seven Son.
Oh,
has to be there.
Yeah.
The Black Album, and throw in that Metallica. Throw in that with Metallica as well, that's always been a fan of that music, always been a fan. Killer of Giants by Ozzy. Absolute fan. I think it's one of the albums you can that have a lot of different music on it. That is a bit slower, a bit different. Got your 6 by Death Punch.
Yeah.
American Capitalist by Death Punch.
Yeah.
Again, Number of the Beast has to be there. And The Eye by King Diamond.
Okay. That's interesting. I might have heard The Eye, but
King
Diamond.
Great.
King Diamond will have to be Abigail.
Oh, yeah.
That album is just huge.
Can't do it.
Okay, next question. Top 5 musicians you'd bring back to life.
Oh, that's too easy. Cliff Burton. I would have loved to see where he would be.
Yes.
I think he was probably one of the best bass players to run around. For him, the bell toes anything to that. It was insane that it would be replicated. Rob Toyle is great, but don't get me wrong. Yeah, he's just not point. Lenny.
Yep, I think everyone's
going to be back. Ozzy, everyone.
Ozzy, yeah, same thing. Ozzy,
Eddie Van Halen.
Yes.
And Randy Rhodes, because I would love to see those two battle out.
Oh yeah, that would have been a good shred off. Right, next one. If you were to make a heavy metal supergroup, who would be in it?
So this one was easy too to beat. Alex Van Halen on drums.
Yep.
Because how can you beat Alex Van Halen on drums? Steve Harris playing the bass, because there's no better bass player.
Yeah.
Herman Lee from Dragon Force.
Yeah, he did
guitar,
great
because he
guitar.
was shredded like a prick. James Hetfield on vocal, just because I like his voice.
Yep.
And now we get into the weird ones. So Karen Kataya, who is the lead guitarist from Bloodywood, he would make a great backup guitarist as well. And we have to have Thomas Harapin on synth from Nightwish.
Cool.
Can't be synth.
Okay, next one's a quick one. What band, or which bands do you wish were still around?
See, I actually don't really care, because I feel the music goes through cycles and gets different up and down. Like, I wouldn't compare, say, Motorhead to Private Death Punch, but I would, that kind of stuff. So I'm quite happy. I mean, if I could bring back our band for a big supergroup tour, it would be Motorhead.
Okay.
I'd love to see that happen again. But we'd have to, like, do shit for them.
Yeah. All right. Next one is, what's your opinion on celebrities and other people wearing metal shirts, whether they are a fan of the band or not?
I akin that to wearing a jersey of a football team you don't play. If you want to do it and it fits, it's comfortable, it's okay. But if you want to get clout out of it, don't be a dick.
Yeah. Like I was saying to Jake, I saw a picture once of Miley Cyrus wearing an
Very good shirt,
and she got called out on it.
Yeah.
It turns out she's a Maiden fan.
She is a Maiden fan.
Just like Lady Gaga.
She actually did a very good cover of Nothing Else Matters with Elton John.
And Metallica, yeah, that was brilliant.
Yes, that was very cool.
Okay, last one. Sort of a last supper question. What 10 musicians, dead or alive, would you like to sit down and chill and have dinner with?
Okay, so I've decided that I'd like to have Cliff Burton, Ozzy and Lemmy. The reason why I want those three there is I want Cliff Burton and Ozzy to have a drink on and Lemmy be the judge. And the rest of the group would just be the rest of the members of my name.
As you do, yeah. No, and another quick one, like talk to Jake about it quickly. Have you heard the new Megadeth album?
Yeah.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
I'm not a fan myself, but I can see it growing on me.
Okay, and what do you think of their version of Ride the Lightning? Because like I said to Tom, it's technically not a cover because Dave Mustaine originally wrote
he wrote it originally.
back in the day.
So, yeah, he wrote the original lines for it. So I do like it, and I think his interpretation was very cool.
That's what I like it. Sweet. Anyway, that's it. This for another edition of Metal Warriors. Big thanks to my mate Jace. Thanks, buddy. And until next time, my friends, wash on. Thank you, Jace, aka Unit, for that riveting conversation. Now, to round up this week's episode of Dozer Metalworks, first of all, we will talk about the best news that came during the week for us Aussies. Iron Maiden have released their tour dates for their tour, the Run for Your Lives World Tour later this year in November. They'll hit us, then they'll hit our brothers across the pond in New Zealand. And yeah, that's sort of sweet. And they've also been nominated again in the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But we know how much they suck, and no one gives a shit. And the other bit of best news I heard during the week, long time coming. Every single one of my wrestling buddies, whether they're still wrestling or not, my favourite wrestling tag team of all time, Demolition, has made it into the WWE Hall of Fame. How good is that? It's about goddamn time, and I'm not the only one saying it. So congratulations, Axe and Smash from Demolition. The only thing I'm in is I am wondering about, will they put Crush in there as well? Because Crush was a part of Demolition at one stage, so we'll see whether or not they induct him officially, or Axe and Smash actually mention him. So that'll be interesting to see. Now, the in memoriam this week. Now, a lot of people will not know who this guy is, but rest in peace, Dennis Cometti. Now, here in Australia, I don't know how many non-Australian guys we have here. Our national sport is AFL, Australian Rules Football. AFL is the organisation. And he was the commentators usually for the Seven Network here in Australia, and he was quite possibly one of the, if not the best AFL commentator in Australian history. He was absolutely amazing to listen to. Definitely my favourite. So rest in peace, Dennis Cometti. So yeah, that kind of sucks that he went. But yeah, that's this week's edition of Dozer's Metalworks, my friend. You probably won't see me next week because A, I'm moving, and B, I've got a wrestling show. And then the weekend after that will be my birthday, so it'll be probably Dozer's Vault again, and I'll be putting in another couple of albums onto Dozer's Vault there. And then we've got another wrestling show the week after that. So yeah, very busy month this month of March. So all right, my friends, and until next week's, March on.